There it goes. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Trade Skills. Welcome back. This is part of my Polymath series. It is the path to Polymath. I'm going from zero knowledge in a skill to somewhat proficient, zero to hero. You get the idea. They say you need at least, 10,000 hours in a skill to be a master, but that's not really what you're going for Polymath. I guess I should describe what's going on, homie? Can barely see it. Is that Zach? I'm seeing MCB. I'm guessing that's Zach McBrayer. What is going on, man? I'm doing a path to Polymath thing on trade skills. So I'm basically going from zero knowledge in a skill to somewhat proficient. I don't need mastery. I just want to be somewhat proficient, be better than I started out, have a pretty good grasp on the skill, and then I move on to the next skill. So right now I'm doing wood carving, whittling, give you guys kind of a, I hate when it does that. Yeah. So, show you guys those. Just various. That is not a penis, that's a mushroom, but I guess in some worlds could be. Like a little fox, a gnome. Just various things I'm working on. This is what they call a comfort bird. Not really sure why they call that. I guess because they smooth it down and they just kind of, it ergonomically just fits well in the hand, so you could just kind of rub on it. This one still has the rough cuts in it, which I think kind of defeats the purpose of it being a comfort bird, unless you take comfort in the rawness of it, which, you know, you might. But today I'm sanding that bad boy down. I don't have any sandpaper, so we're, doing it old school. I don't have it plugged in right now. Should probably remedy that, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna sand that bad boy down, make him look nice and pretty. If you watched last week's episode, I had somewhat carved him out, but he was not finished yet. He started out from if I can get it out, like a 2x2x4 block, and I kind of just constantly just whittled and carved and whittled him down. And yeah, it was my first time doing one of those. I was kind of trying to decide if I wanted to, here, we'll go back to this. I was trying to decide if I wanted to carve strictly with you guys and you guys can see the progress, but I figured that was gonna just take too long if I'm only actually carving 1 to 2 hours a week. and only learning then. I mean, I'm doing some learning outside, but I was trying not to carve outside so I can just, you guys could be here with all the growth. But I feel like it's going to take too long, and it's just as easy for me to come back and tell you guys what I've learned, pros, cons, mistakes, that kind of thing, and allow me to kind of move. Oh, it's falling. Okay. It'll allow me to move to the next skill a little bit easier, which I haven't quite decided yet. It's somewhere between sculpting with clay. I'll probably sculpt and then, paint. Do the wireframing. I've never done any of that before, so creating a wireframe if I'm doing a character, and then moving it from there. Slow connection. How about that? And then, so from there, I'll probably try my hand at pottery. I feel like some of the sculpting and some of this wood carving and whittling might transfer over to that. And from there, probably do like stained glass, or I haven't quite decided yet. I'm thinking I could probably do stained glass or mosaics. Yeah, I really looked into that one. That one looks pretty fun. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Anyways, here in the next, 8 minutes, I'll have a beer on the show. I pulled some from my cellar, and I don't know if they're actually going to be any good. They're not a style of beer or a beer that you really, I think, should age. I don't think you should age it. I think they were gifts, and we wanted to have them on the show, but then we also had much better beer to have on the show, so we had that instead and just put it, and we're like, yeah, we'll have it eventually. We never did. I am now. So I've probably got 30 bottles of stuff in there. Some of it's really, really good stuff, and some of it's, aged pretty well, I'm assuming, but some of it, not so much. So we will see. But I'm going to go ahead and hook my first little piece up. I think this is going to be what I am going to attach the Dremel with. Come on. Yeah, we're just gonna sand that bad boy down. Actually, safety first. Sees me? Hey, I'm here. Yeah, follow. Over here. Don't break the immersion. You're breaking the fourth wall. Oh, night, buddy. Good to see your face. You as well. You as well. They're not quite safety glasses, but they'll allow me to kind of get in and yeah. Put that up a little higher. Yeah, man, I'm glad you tuned in, man, even if for a short while. And I'm glad I could kind of update you on what was going on with the show. Path to Polymath. I've always been a very curious person. I've always wanted to learn so much stuff, but I just never had the time, the attention span, the direction, the discipline to kind of start doing it. But I feel like now is a great time. I'm a little bit more mature. As far as the time, I'd say I probably have less time now, but I can just try to make up with that with discipline and dedication, and yeah. So you guys will be here with me on the journey. Like I was saying earlier, supposedly mastery is 10,000 hours, but I mean, if you could work that like a full-time job, and it would take you 5 years to master something. Where they get that from? Apparently, there was this guy who did research on the top of the top, you know, the top basketball players, top athletes, top chess players, and they look at how much time they spend on it, how basically all of that. He came to this number of 10,000 hours. That's to be the upper echelon of that. I'm not trying to be that. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to break the mold. I'm not trying to be the next Michael Jordan of wood carving. I want to get pretty good at it, honestly. I want to get pretty good at it. I want to enjoy it. I want to be confident enough in it that I could just grab a block and get to it, and whatever I'm thinking of, I can put it to wood. And when will I move on from wood carving? When I feel like I've got a decent enough grasp on it. I'd like to have somebody on to interview, but it's possible that I will, if I can't get somebody on to interview right off the rip, I will continue on to the next skill while continuing to look for somebody to interview, and then I'll have them on and we'll revisit wood carving. It's not preferred, but let me see if this, I heard some complaints about these kind of coming off, like sliding off, so let's check. Oh yeah. How do we get that bad boy to stay on there? Conundrum. Because as you saw, well, you actually didn't see. Let's I just have it on one. I would say the ergonomics of this are not great. I guess you do the speed. I probably should carve it like this, that way I can turn it off easily, but it's, the button for this Dremel is like way the hell down here. I mean, it's working. I just need it to stay in place. My babe tuned in. They're not safety goggles, but I mean, they'll keep stuff from flying off and hit me in the face. I just don't know how to make this stay on there. I suppose I could like wedge it, put something in between, wedge, but I do have lots of small, thin pieces of wood. Let's see if that works. Not well. Interesting. I'm thinking with like centrifugal force, maybe it's causing it to pull. Maybe something a little thicker. see if that gets it. I hate the location of that button. Jesus Christ, it's just digging in. All right, let's look at this. Sandpaper. Oh yeah. It's digging more than anything. It's doing like little claw marks in it. Honestly, I think sandpaper would probably be a little bit more efficient. Like, I like this. I always like using power tools. They're fun. But at least you're cute. Hey, thanks, love. I don't even try. Hey, that's a good sign. This one's actually pretty tight. Let's see if this one does better. I probably just need to go buy some actual sandpaper. I just don't have any right now. getting there. Hopefully that sound is not too abrasive for you guys. I think my other microphone I have set on there noise cancellation built into the microphone or under a setting in the microphone, so you wouldn't hear any of that. But I swapped to this microphone and I don't have that on this. Everything's going to be covered in dust. I guess it's a good thing I have a shock vac. Just going to be bringing me down some beer here in a second. All right, so comfort birds are getting a little smoother. Yellow? I do not. So yeah, it's supposed to look a little fat-headed comfort bird. I think I should have made the head maybe, I don't know, maybe not so bulbous. I mean, a lot of the examples look kind of like that, so I don't know. I mean, he's sanding out well. He still has a lot of rough edges to him. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like it. See, the pineapple is from 2022. This one's 2021. Sometimes beer just doesn't age well. Yeah. Thanks, love. So I brought a couple on today. Got Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. Shove it up your ass, or whatever it is he used to say. 'Cause Stone Cold said so. Yeah. So that's his beer. El Segundo reminds me of a Tribe Called Quest song. I left my wallet in El Segundo. Okay, it smells good. Still smells pretty crisp, honestly, from 2021. It's looking like an IPA. Oh, I guess I should have said that earlier. Broken Skull IPA. I'm a dummy. Is that a bit redundant with the hat? Is that goofy? It's okay. Smells great. So El Segundo Brewing Company, 6.7%. Broken Skull IPA, Stone Cold Steve Austin's a badass 6.7 IPA designed by Steve Austin, and it's El Segundo honestly, I don't think Steve Austin drinks IPA but I only know the character Steve Austin and not the person Steve Austin. So anyways, for the working man and woman, it features Citra, Cascade, Chinook hops to deliver big flavor, easy finish. Now stop reading this and start enjoying this awesome beer. Cheers. And this is Virginia Beach beer. All right, let's try it. Okay, Stone Cold. All right. I'm going to be covered in sawdust. Let me know if you can still hear me. I'm wondering if the vibrations as well. Suppose I should put this in a way you guys can actually see it. Oh. It had gotten all loose at some point. That's no bueno. Okay. All right. I mean, it's definitely much smoother than it was. But honestly, I think if I don't know, it's looking way better than it was. I'm trying to decide if I wanted to like carve in here some like wings, just kind of a V-cut as they call it in the carving world. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a comfort bird. It's supposed to, you know, you hold the bird so like this, and you got its tail to rub, and supposedly, you know, that's the sitch. Let me know, like, you guys, if you're listening, let me know if the sound of this is like fucking annoying, you know, like nails on a chalkboard, or if it's not really, it's just like a hum or something. I don't know. I can't really hear it. I'll hear it afterwards and be like, shit, either like that wasn't that bad, or oof, that was rough. I have this full kit of stuff. Wish I had some like finer sanding. I have like diamond bits and stuff in here, drill bits, polishing. Yeah, the other one didn't work too well. This one right here. some reason it just kept sliding off. Maybe you guys know something that I don't. I'm assuming that screw probably has nothing to do with anything. It's probably just what connects that to the rod, I'm assuming. Not sure why it's sliding off. I'm sure there's some trick of the trade that I'm just missing. But super handy little tool. I mean, it's got blades, it's got drill bits, it's got diamond bits, it's got a lot of shit. I don't even know what it does, to be honest. It's like diamond bit for engraving. A lot of cool stuff. Honestly, a lot of these will be useful in my future endeavors with the path to Polymath. I'm not digging that. Thing shaking off again? Maybe I need to put it in more. Ooh. Went a little too far on that one. Okay, I think he's pretty good for now. So notice an issue. This keeps sliding up, and the bit keeps coming out, which is no bueno. Interesting. I was kind of just testing that out. I think a lot of these instances, actual sandpaper might be the better bet on that one. I might just need to go by Home Depot and buy some. But yeah, I think next one is going to be sculpting. So basically I'm going to be learning how to set the wireframes, figuring out exactly what I want to make, what I want to start with, and try to get the fundamentals down, because there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, I would say that I have sculpted once. We kind of just threw some stuff on the table, and I wasn't taught anything. I just kind of just played around until I made something. It was a person, like an elf person. I mean, it was cute. I still have the head of it. It's my first time. I'm surprised it's lasted this long, because it was like, I made it when I was like, I don't know, 20. So I don't know if that's going to be. He had a full body and everything, but he's got like a single tooth hanging out. He's got like these like supposed to be kind of rosy cheeks, big ears, like a wizard's hat. I don't know. It was I like I said, I made this when I was like 21, so 20 years ago. Like I said, I'm surprised it's lasted this long, but that was my first time dabbling with like sculpting, and I didn't even use like wireframes. I just kind of just started making something. So we'll see if I still have that talent, and if not, we're gonna start from square one, and I'm gonna learn how to sculpt, and then I'm gonna learn how to do mosaics, and then not like stained glass, as in like I'm gonna be staining the glass and then making stained glass windows, but like getting glass and marking it, putting it in a frame, doing the some kind of copper, some kind of alloy amalgamation, I don't know, it's a mixture, and you put that in the seams. I've seen them online, like people doing them, and I didn't really pay much attention. So I think these are going to be some pretty cool ones. I think there are some others that I find interesting, but maybe won't translate well. So like me, like trying to learn a new language, or me learning how to sew, maybe making clothes, learning how to like play the piano. I mean, I've got it back here. So, I mean, I could. I like the frog. Yeah. just to get the idea. So I've got an old quirky Casio, and yeah, I feel like at some point I'm going to learn how to play piano, and then I'm going to make mead, and I've learned how to eco print, and I don't know. I've always been interested in a lot of stuff. So in the time I've been alive, I have learned some pretty cool stuff. You know, I got into, I would say traveling is not necessarily a skill, but there is some skill to do it the way I like to do it. I like scuba diving. I like film photography. I learned how to basically make this whole setup from scratch, like me starting with a phone and then leading to this. You guys can't see it, but I mean, I've got 5 lights around me. Really only probably 2 or 3 of them are actually needed, but they're back here. And there's green screens, and I've got multiple cameras and tripods everywhere, and a desktop and XLR microphones. I've had to learn all this stuff. I've always been interested in it. Video editing is one that I want to learn how to do. There's just a plethora of things, and it's all on my path to Polymath to try to learn as much as possible. Brewing is going to be on there at some point. I've got some stuff to make beer, but not much, so that's kind of in the works for the future, that I'll learn how to make beer. I'm always drinking it, so less so now than before, but I would say that is a really good beer. Surprisingly, the Broken Skull IPA is solid. Oh, lately, man, I've been getting so, for some reason, like, I don't really have a lot of time to play video games. I love video games, but, you know, I've got a kid, and I got to watch, you know, I've got to make sure my kid is, I've got to give them attention. You know, this is like a very important time in their life, and I'm giving them attention, and then trying to nurture independence, but also give them attention and let them, like, play with things, and this whole, like, experience with play, and then learning through play. And then I work. I don't know, it just is difficult to find time to set towards video games. But I've got like a Steam Deck, and I just been obsessed with getting all of these like really quick, like quirky indie games, like free games that are on the Steam Deck. They're on Steam, like OS, like PC gaming. So it'll be like a game where you're like a frog detective, and it's free. So do I have time to play it? No, but I can add it to my library and then eventually play it. I'm hoping in the future, I created the Twitch for it. It's called Trade Skills Gaming. And I just wanted to, like, you know, just kind of focus less on the beer and all of this, and sometimes just like kind of hang out with you guys and play video games. I mean, it's something I loved a lot growing up. I was like a competitive fighting game guy, so I would love to get back into some of those games. So right now I'm just like adding to my library things that I can just download in the future, and I'm hoping to do like a random wheel, and it just spins, and I have like 400 something games, so it just will spin and just choose me one of my 400 games, and I just had to play it randomly. I mean, of the games that I have, that 400 something, I think I've probably played 5 or 6 maybe. I mean, they're not even ones that I've played recently. They're ones that they are games that came out a long time ago, like BioShock and Elder Scrolls games, Dishonored, you know. Other than that, all these other random games I haven't played. Kind of working on Monster Hunter Wilds currently, and I'm still working on Indiana Jones and Persona 3 Portable. Those are the ones I'm kind of touching on. But trying to be mindful of the time. But yeah, I sanded this down a lot quicker than I thought I would, to be honest. I kind of want to sand this guy down a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to kill it. This is the frog that I made a while back. It's like a frog in a suit, but or like in a jacket or vest. But I mean, I guess he turned out okay. I was kind of winging it. You can kind of get the idea. Like that's supposed to be like his suit coat, like a little vest thing, but. I probably could, like, I don't know, flatten that out a bit. Some of these I like them to like remain kind of raw looking. Like this one, I started to sand off the back tonight, and it just has like the gouge marks on it still. It's supposed to be like his fur, but I kind of like the rawness of this teddy bear. Probably need to work out that forehead though. That's not just raw, that's it's my first little attempt at a bear. I mean, he looks, he looks like a bear. I don't know if you can see it. He's kind of got his little fat body right there, and he's got his little face, his little arms over his legs. I need to do something about the eyes. I really wasn't sure. I just kind of dug out some holes with a scooping blade, and that's kind of what happened with him. So I don't know. I like him though. He's cute, especially with me being so new. I think he looks great. slowly but surely trying to work on, you know, trying to work on this skill and try to make me just a little bit better. I can already tell a very big difference between how I was, I don't know, a couple episodes in versus, or even like episode 1 versus today, which is, you know, probably episode 12, 13 maybe? I don't know. Is that strange? It's meant to kind of like block out some sun, like so you don't have to wear a hat. Yeah, anyways. It's fucking weird. That was a 6. Well, I have made a complete mess. It is what it is. Maybe I should have a separate station for this, you know, a separate sanding station so I don't get like dust everywhere. I'm not quite sure where that would be. Because, I mean, I have my Stream Deck, not to be confused with my Steam Deck. This allows me to change scenes and add laugh tracks and things like that. It's already covered in dust. I can see the TV, or the monitor I have over here. It's got dust all over it. There's probably dust in this beer. Sawdust. You know, it is what it is. If you're going to be sanding, you're going to be kicking up shit tons of little dust. That's why some wood shops are really big into like dust collection systems, so they have the like ventilation that comes down and like, you know, I'm sure I could rig up my shop vac probably in a way that it would do it, but I mean that'd be just so much noise. This I feel like already is enough noise, you know. This already gets kind of annoying, that just adding a shop vac into the mix just sounds excessive. But yeah, I think I'm probably not even, well, you know what? Let's drink this last beer. Surprisingly, this beer from 2021, Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA, turned out really, really well. Oh shit, that's some head on there. This is pineapple creamsicles. Summertime is any time with this rotating cream ale series. Sip slowly and let nostalgia take in. Mean something Brewworks. Not that mean. Mean what? I don't know. That's a poor font choice. Boldly brewed in Glens Falls, New York. Mean Max. Okay. Mean Max Brewworks. Man, that head is serious. Cream ale. I guess I'm chewing through some fucking head on this beer. that is an undissipating head. It just ain't moving. Speed up the process. You ever seen them where they're like, I gotta use a little of that oil from your face and tap it on there? I mean, it kind of works, but do you really want oil in your beer? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I'm just trying to try the beer. I've just been drinking straight head. Okay. It's got some tardiness to it. I'd say it's got some pineapple in there. Let's try that again. Not bad. Cream ale with pineapple and vanilla. It's not so bad. I feel like I'm extremely overexposed with this one. Let's tone you back, my guy. That'll do. Yeah, I'm liking this cream ale. It's pretty good. Can't complain. It's nice and tart. I'm not getting a ton of vanilla. I'm just getting, it's like a cream sour. I'm not specifically getting pineapple. It's just sour cream ale. I'm gonna check on something. All right, I'm back. I don't know what was going on with that. Oh, I have the green screen. Okay, all right. I see what's going on. That's going to look bad on Instagram. Let's back it out. Let's go back to our main scene. Oh, I also forgot that I was on Facebook Live, so I'm over there. Yeah. Anyways, I've had a fun time, guys. It was supposed to be just a very small episode. Every episode's not meant to be like very big, grand, me, doing all of these crazy things. It's great when I have interviews, and it's also great when I don't have interviews, so I can work on a new skill, and maybe you guys can hang out with me. The show has pivoted, so it's not going to be quite the same as it was. I love this. I love this path that I'm on with trade skills. That I can learn tons of new skills, and the people who want to be here will be here. It's not going to be just crazy antics and that chaos. That was fun. That was fun. We did it for like 5-6 years. And that'll come back from time to time, but ultimately the show's about skills. It's about skills. It's about the search for knowledge, whether it's me searching for knowledge through an interview and living vicariously through somebody who is a world-class blacksmith or a glassblower, or where I'm getting my hands dirty and I'm learning a new skill and I'm trying to just better myself. That's overall, that's the goal. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube, on Twitch, you guys on Facebook. I'm still trying to work out some of the other ones, but it is what it is. But I will see you guys next week. I'll have something new to carve. I will say that it is somewhat related to this, but not this. So I can't say it is a bird. I am carving a bird next week. And what I'll do is I will post what it should be, and then you'll see when I carve, because a lot of these are like, okay, your reference material, like, we don't know what your reference material was. You could look spot on, or you could look way different, like, how do we judge how well you've learned, or progression, without seeing what your source is and then seeing your end results. So next week I will post it, the bird, and we will carve that bad boy. I don't think it's going to be a long carve, so it should be just normal trade skills times. But either way, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I will see you guys next week. Ciao. For you guys, ciao.